tens of thousands of vaccinated women have reported disruption to their periods on the Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency's (MHRA) Yellow Card scheme, designed for the public to report the side effects, common or uncommon, of the COVID-19 vaccines. Due to the thousands of reports on the website, an expert has called for the potential link to the menstrual cycle to be investigated. The newly published report notes that thousands of women have reported changes in the periods after getting jabbed, such as their cycle running late and heavier or unexpected flows. These changes are not listed as common side effects for vaccination, but more than 30,000 reports had been made by 2 September to the UK, MHRA. Notably, however, the majority of people reported that the changes were temporary and that their period returns to normal the following cycle. The MHRA has dismissed the potential link, stating that its data does not support a link between changes to periods and COVID-19 vaccines, as the number of reports is low compared with the number of people vaccinated and the prevalence of menstrual disorders overall. However, Dr. Victoria Mayle, a reproductive immunologist at Imperial College London, said some postmenopausal women, and people taking hormones which stop their periods, have reported bleeding. She is therefore inclined to suspect there may be a physical reaction occurring. A number of trans men and postmenopausal women who do not normally have periods got in touch with Drs. Clancy and Lee, two medical anthropologists, saying they had experienced bleeding after the jab. Where you live in England may determine your risk of dying from COVID, new study vitamin B12 deficiency, 3 symptoms that can lead to nerve damage, what to look for, expert cutting down on calories can boost longevity, but how much should you cut back? Study, Dr. Mayle added that one of the important lessons that emerged from the possible link between the vaccine and period changes is that the effects of medical interventions on menstruation should not be an afterthought in future research. Dr. Mayle also explained that the potential link may be plausible. The womb lining is part of the immune system. In fact, there are immune cells in almost every part of the body. After vaccination, lots of chemical signals which have the potential to affect immune cells are circulating around the body. This could cause the womb lining to shed, and lead to spotting or earlier periods, Dr. Mayle explained. This suggests that, if there is a connection, it is likely to be a result of the immune response to vaccination, rather than to a specific component of the vaccine. If a link between vaccination and menstrual changes is confirmed, this will allow individuals seeking to get vaccinated to plan in advance for potentially altered cycles, Dr. Mayle wrote in the BMJ editorial. Though the link is currently unproven, the aforementioned reasons outline how the vaccine could be causing changes to periods, but these changes are not anything to worry about, reproductive specialists say. While painful or unexpected periods can be distressing, they are not a sign of any long-term harm. Dr. Randy Hutter-Epstein at Yale School of Medicine wrote, so far, there's no data linking the vaccines to changes in menstruation. Even if there is a connection, one unusual period is no cause for alarm. There is evidence from both the flu and HPV vaccines that they can affect the menstrual cycle temporarily, but there are no long-term side effects. There is also masses of evidence they do not affect fertility, Dr. Mayle said. While these changes shouldn't be of concern, Dr. Mayle and others spoken to for this article emphasize the need for studies into the effect of the vaccine on periods, so that people know what to expect. There's an issue here about how often women's health is ignored, she said. Imagine if you didn't know that fever could be a vaccine side effect? Gynecologist Dr. Jen Gunter wrote on her site The Vagenda.